This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars and LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So BYU's offense will get first crack at it today. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Grabs it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are 2 of the best in the entire country.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Stanford going back to work with another first down. He'll keep it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Brown will throw it. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. It is deafening in here. Soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. got a man. It's Irvin. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running to Green. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Snagged in the middle. It's Hagan. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the air. It's Retzlaff. Got his man on the right. It's a running room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. He wants to throw it again. Into the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Well, this quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage called. And
he's got it down the left. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Stanford. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ryan. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Now, in that ethereal realm of BYU quarterbacks like Ty Detmer and Steve Young, Jake Retzloff has a chance to claim a spot in there, David. 11-2 a season ago, just missed a playoff. If they can get to the CFP, what does it mean for a program like this?
It would be huge. I mean, BYU is a good program, but nobody looks at them as an elite program. So they can perform at that level. And listen, it's going to be Retzloff. He's that guy. Like, he's scrambling, throwing, making plays. Kind of had a knack for big plays last year. So if he builds on that, watch out.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Russell. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Nevada is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Gets away from one. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third and long. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. Makes a grab deep. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Great job through the air for this offense. 2-minute situation, executing at the end of the half to go take the lead and take the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
With the catch, it's Roberts. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it in the middle, it's Ryan. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Cougars will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Irvin. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And some room to work. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Brown will throw it. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. The offense changing the play. They'll throw it from the red zone. Gets open down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pucks it out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's 2nd and goal. Rides the back on the option to give. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
Pressure situation for the offense down there close on 4th and goal. So many different ways you can go about it. And they just put it in the quarterback's hands. They let him figure it out. He shows off his athleticism, and he finds the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Give to the running back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bachmeier. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Had to throw it before he wanted. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Irvin. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Brown will throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
To the air, it's Retzlaff. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on second and short. Finds his tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. BYU lines up quickly. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on first down. Still looking on the move. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He wants to throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Back to throw. It's Retzlaff. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Slithers into space. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your